Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Meet the Speaker. Today we have with us my good friend Eddie Ngom. I'm sure I'm butchering your last name. That'll be our first question. How do you pronounce your last name?
You almost did well right there. So Ndom. The N is almost silent.
Yeah,
Ndom.
it's a
Chewing
toughie.
gum. Chewing gum.
Ngum. Ah,
Yes, there you go.
Ngum. I got it. Okay, cool. Well, Addie, I'm excited to have you speaking this year,
Wow.
and I got so many fun questions to ask you. So let's just start right in. First off, I
Okay.
want to know how you got into programming.
I think it was out of curiosity. I have somewhere on my LinkedIn when I first saw the Pac-Man game.
Hmm.
I was the only one who just wanted to tear the TV apart and understand what was going on. So I think that I mean my mom made me understand that was not an option. So but I just had to find out. I just wanted to know how it was done. I was not interested in the game. I just wanted to know how it was done. So that never really left me. And when I got into the US in 2001, I think, yeah. And I just got into the first computer science class that I could find.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
So let's talk about your history here. Languages.
Mhm.
What computer science languages, computing languages do you know?
Well, when I was doing my computer science, which I never finished, I started with Java and I was
Hmm.
doing a lot of C++ at the time. And then my first commercial language was like PHP with the Zen framework.
Hmm.
I don't remember any of the what I just said. So
Awesome, awesome. And then from PHP, you went into JavaScript directly.
yeah, I think that the moment that I saw jQuery, I knew that it was never going to be the same for me. I
Hmm.
mean that instantness, that like just do something and it's right there. Did not have to do to the compile phase or anything like that. It was just right there, just refresh. And all the cool stuff at the time that like the Ben Almonds, the Cowboys were doing like in that space. And I went to the first jQuery conference, and then like Joe Resnick was right there,
Hmm.
and like all of the big JavaScript guys, and I was like, this is what I want to do.
Hmm. That's awesome. So, is there any older technology, well, whether it's older or not, but any technology you don't use anymore that you miss?
Um, I don't know in programming, but I really reminisce the day of Winamp and like Napster
Uh-huh.
back in the day. I really like those. I mean, there was just this kind of like we were doing things indie and like we were just like this revolution like type of like crew.
Hmm.
We had our own little clan. We only knew what we were talking about. I really like those days.
Yeah.
And yes,
And
I did use Tortoise SVN. I'm that old.
nice. Nice. But and nowadays you have 35 different monthly
Oh yeah.
subscriptions to
It is mind numbing. When I look at my subscription list, it is just like I'm like, we had only one thing back in the days, and that was enough.
Yep, yep. Okay. All right. So let's talk about your talk at NG Conf. What are you going to be talking on?
You guys got me in trouble because Frosty and you told me like you have to get the good title and everything. So I'm gonna be talking about blazing, which is spelled out Blazing, the
Mhm.
seven core principle of performance angular application. I got the title. Now I got to get to
Nice.
the talk.
Nice. So yeah, I'm excited for this because performance is definitely one of those things that
Hmm.
it's tough. Performance is
It
tough, you
is.
know?
It is. It's an art form, like
Oh
in web
yeah.
development in general, and like people don't realize, and that's one of the things people don't realize that Angular came to solve the web. The web itself is this mammoth of a problem. I mean, I remember when I was doing Netscape, I was here for IE5. If some people remember that, so all of those things, Angular coming in as a platform, not a framework, a platform to solve all of that. So performance is huge. And Angular is just one of the other ones that are going to try to solve it, but it's huge
Hmm.
in the web.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, let's maybe take a little serious turn here.
Mhm.
Let's talk about imposter syndrome. How do you deal with imposter syndrome when you experience it?
I was okay with imposter syndrome until like I got the email drop that I was going to be a speaker at NGConf. And I'm like, what in the, what went through their mind? I mean, I just like watched Don Papa. I mean, all my Angular heroes are going to be there. And the funny thing, Kevin Cruiser is one of the GDE who's mentoring me right now. The morning before I got the email, I told him, hey, I'm just gonna buy the ticket because I have never been physically at NGConf. I've
Mm.
watched it virtually. But this time I just want to go and like meet the community, meet everybody, like, maybe do a couple workshops here and there. And he said, did you do a CFP? I was like, oh yeah, I do those, but I always get like that rejection later. You did good, but like come back next time and stuff like that. 2 hours later, I get the header NGConf. I'm like, okay, that's what I was just talking about. And I see congratulations. I've been pinching myself since, and you making it real today by like having me here. But honestly, thank you for giving me back the imposter syndrome, man. That's a very good one.
Well, awesome. I guess I'm glad to be of a little bit of help here.
But like honestly, seriously, it's always been a push because I think I was just listening to Joe Melbourne, I believe. And the thing is, I've been using personas. Whenever I doubt myself, I'm like, Adi is in doubt right now. But I go Goku. I go just like Goku is my manga hero. And I'm
Mhm.
like, Goku is not scared of anything. Goku is super like, confident. I'm just gonna go in my like, super saiyan mode. And I'm just gonna code, man. Like I don't care who's gonna look at it. I'm just gonna do it and see like where I get this. So when I go in my Goku mode, that's how I've been like, dealing with imposter syndrome and say like, man, sometimes I feel like I'm very good at this, and some other times you get humbled, and that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, on maybe then a lighter note, if you had to choose a career outside of software and money didn't matter, what would you do?
Photography.
Photography, really?
That's what I wanted to do, but
Yeah.
it did not work out. So I'm in computers, but I'll get back to it.
I think I saw some like article. I've gotten into photography a little recently, and I saw some article that said something like 92% of all photographers can't make ends meet or something like
Oh
that.
man, it got tougher. I mean, I was doing it when we were doing film at the time. Yeah, kids, we had something called film back in the days. So I was doing it when I was doing film at the time, and like just putting a lab together, the whole process, and I really loved it, enjoyed it, but it was not scalable at that time for me.
Right. Right.
So yeah, yeah,
That's awesome. All right. Well, we're going to move into our rapid fire questions.
sure.
So I'm going to ask you a whole bunch of A or B choices. You pick one, no
Hmm.
explanation necessary. Ready to go?
Okay.
Okay. First one, standard. Everybody gets this one. Kirk or Picard?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're not a Star Trek fan at all.
I'm not a Star Trek fan. Sorry, guys.
Okay. And that is actually a fairly common answer. Okay. Well, let's move on here. Game of Thrones or Squid Game?
I have not seen any.
Neither, not seen either. All right, we're 0 for 2. We're 0 for 2. 0 for 2. Next one, I know we've got it. Football or football?
Football.
Football. You like American football?
No.
No. So, okay, let me re-ask this. American football or European football?
There's only one football. It's not American.
All right, I like that answer.
Somebody's gonna like wait for me at the end of this interview, but sorry.
All right. Next one, Veet or Webpack?
I'm biased. Bit
Veet. Okay. Here's one I think I know the answer to. Manga or mangoes?
mangoes, man.
Mangoes? You were talking
Mangoes.
about Goku.
I know Goku, but man, mangoes fed me before Goku, so I'm loyal, man.
All right. Stranger. Well, no. Let's see. You probably have. I don't know if you're old enough to have seen Lost. Stranger Things or Lost?
I would say Stranger Things. I was not into Lost.
No. Okay.
It got too long. Sorry.
All right. Billie Eilish or Billy Joel?
Eilish sounds like a better name, nicer name, but I don't know them.
You, you don't know Billy Joel, the piano man.
Billy Joel, I know.
Okay.
Eilish, I don't.
Eilish,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
She's all the rage nowadays. I don't listen to any of her music.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Last one.
hmm
Mickey or Goofy?
Oh, that's tough. Goofy.
Goofy.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, yeah, he's the humoristic. He's the one that makes you laugh. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like that. I like that. He is the one that makes you laugh. I agree.
Mhm.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Abby, for taking time to talk with us today, and looking forward to seeing you in person at NG Con.
Yes, finally, man. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that. I want to see how tall everybody is. That's going to be my main task. You know.
Nice, nice. Well, I'm average, but
We'll see. And I have some plan like basketball, like who's gonna be the GOAT in Angular with Brandon Roberts. So we'll see.
all right,
Yeah.
cool.
All right, man. Thank you so much for
Okay, yeah,
having me, and I
looking forward to
appreciate it.
seeing you and everybody else. Hopefully, this is watching is gonna get to attend in person. We'll see you then.
Yeah. Take care, man. Thank you.